All right, man. This story involves a person that my oldest sister knows and and can easily ask and confirm. Okay, so uh, I was probably about I was 14. Uh, I would go to this. It's not a really big mountain. It's like a middle-sized mountain, and it had a water tower on top of it. Right, water facilities, and there's a road. Well, like there's a bridge in Newport, Tennessee, Eastport. There's a bridge that goes across, and you can take a left, and it goes down like under the bridge, up around. The bridge goes over the Pigeon River, and there's a train trestle, and that road goes on up, and on the very top of that hill is a water tower and stuff. So I like to sit on that mountain, or on the side of the mountain, or like on the water or on the train trestle on the side where the uh, the road was coming up from the bridge. And I was probably about like 100 feet off the ground, or from the river because the train trestle, the way it goes over. And I'm sitting there, man. I just want some peace. I just want to be away from everybody and just enjoy God's creation. And there's this car comes up. It's I it goes under me on the trestle, and over to the rocky road that goes up that goes on up the hill. Well, to the left, right before you get to the riverbank, is like a place where people would like throw trash and shit. And so that's what I thought they were doing. It was like a white four door, I want to say like late 60s, early 70s Plymouth, not a muscle car. It was, like it was just a regular car, and I thought, they're going to throw trash off or something. And then I see two guys get out, and they're looking around, and they split up and they walk off uh, like they're keeping watch. Okay, uh, and they go off in different directions. Okay, and uh, well, I quit smoking, so my tobacco stains on my fingers should go away. uh, Eventually. And then I don't know who was driving the car, but then there's a guy I know that got out, a guy named Jamie. Okay, and then he takes this other guy out that looks like Elvis. Well, not looks like a skinny 16-year-old Elvis or something. You know what I mean? With sideburns and and Jamie's pushing this guy around, and this I think that anyway. I see this and it's like, oh man, I know who Jamie is. Okay, okay. I'm not going to say his last name, but Jamie by this time had killed two men in self defense as a kid. Hey man, a kid's got to fucking protect himself. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, he was probably like 11 years old. Okay, I'm 14. He's probably 11 or 12. This other kid, he's older than Jamie. He's got to be what 16. He's like 16 or something. And Jamie's pissed off, man. And those other guys are keeping watch because Jamie's going to at least beat the shit out of this guy. Jamie wouldn't. I don't think he would kill somebody unless he had to. You know what I mean? He ain't that kind of person. He's a good person, actually. And anyway, I come down the hill, and the rock down. No, it's not a road, man. Down the side of the train trestle, it's all rock and gravel. So it takes me a while to get down there. There's like a little trail, but it ain't very convenient. Uh, so I get down there, and Jamie says, "Hey, Scotty," and I say, "Hey, what's going on?" And he looks at Elvis, and he says, "This piece of shit has been harassing my sister, or trying to get in with his sister and stuff." And And I was trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, man, you know. And I asked Jamie, how old's your sister? I think he said like 12 or something. Man, I looked at that guy and just went off, man. And no, not physically, verbally. And he apologized to Jamie and swore he'd never bother his sister again and shit. And that was good enough for Jamie. So Jamie and his friends got in the car and and Jamie looked at me and said, "You want to ride?" And I said, "No, I'll walk." And then he looked at Elvis and said, "You can walk." And they took off, and I walked Elvis home. You know, that kid. I don't know if that was the same kid when later on he grew up. He bought my dad's Ford Falcon. I don't know what year it was, probably 60s. And I think Dad put a V8 in it. I'm not sure. Or a V6, something like that. Anyway, it had a lot of power in it. Well, that kid bought it, and like the first day he got it, he flipped it and totaled it. What a dumbass.